Please rise. The Honorable Judge Sidney Huff is presiding.
You may be seated. Today we are discussing the trial of the future versus the Mongols and Genghis Khan. Prosecution, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, my name is Miranda, and I am representing the future in this case. We intend to prove that the Genghis Khan and the Mongols were bloodthirsty murderers.
Prosecution, you may call forward your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I call to the stand Giuliani, a Persian chronicler.
Witness, will you please stand to be sworn in? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Giuliani, how did the Mongols attack you?
Well, by Saturday night, the entire walls were covered with Mongols, and then they descended from the walls, and then they began to slay and plunder. It was really, really bad stuff.
How did they get the survivors?
Well, they drove out all the men and women from the village, and then they commanded them that the town should be destroyed and that they should laid waste so that not even cats and dogs could survive. They then cut off the heads of the bodies that were dead. Phil. My dog. Kevin.
You're telling me that 30,000 people died in Bukhara alone. The Mongols destroyed and plundered like countless towns. People were torn away from their families, and pretty much everyone else died.
That is pretty much what I am saying. I mean, like, come on, really, woman? I said it already.
I rest my case.
Ready?
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Miriam Creepy, and I will be representing Genghis Khan and the Mongols. I am aiming to prove that they are culture brokers rather than the bloodthirsty murderers that they have been accused.
Defense, call to stand your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I call to stand Marco Polo. Marco?
Did somebody say Marco Polo?
Marco, will you please describe the post system?
There are over 200,000 horses and about 10,000 luxurious, very luxurious posts that people can go and get the horses.
Marco, will you please describe the river transportation?
Well, the neighboring cities, they would always have about 3 or 4 ferries ready for us.
Marco, do you believe that the region was improved during the Mongols' reign?
Yes, I do. I feel like the religion and the culture, they really, really improved this stuff.
Prosecution and defense, please make your final statements.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Mongols, not only did they kill millions of people, but along with killing everyone and destroying towns, they ended up destroying irrigation systems, which then caused the people who were still alive to not be able to grow crops or anything. The Mongols were living in unsanitary conditions with corpses, which then contaminated the water, and illnesses were spreading quickly. They also helped spread the bubonic plague, which killed 1/3 of the European population. When the Mongols plundered towns, they would take people away from their families and their homes and use them as slaves and concubines and other workers. The horrors, massacres, and death the Mongols instilled upon people is enough to prove them guilty of being bloodthirsty murderers.
Thank you, prosecution. Defense, you may state your final argument.
While the Mongols did kill and destroy many people, they also spared the lives of many different civilians and artisans, women, and other people in society. Through sparing the lives of these people and influencing and bringing them into different societies, they were able to exchange cultural ideas and concepts, mingling in different cultures throughout the region. They also helped spread different religions, including Islam and Buddhism. They improved the transport throughout the regions by building bridges and canals that were used for public use as well as soldiers. They improved the postal system and created way stations all over the area that allowed people to transport and have better communication. They also redistributed the wealth that they plundered by rebuilding the cities that they destroyed. They also changed the offenses to the death penalty in China, restricting the amount of killing. Overall, the Mongols created and improved society more than they destroyed it.
The verdict of the trial is not guilty in favor of the Mongols. All the positives and all of the things that they had brought to the world has overweighed all of the negatives and the negative.